What's up, Twitter world? Number 15. Number 15. Welcome to the Austin Ingels Movie Show. I am your host, Austin Ingels, and this is produced by Richie Flo. Hey, that's right. Our boys in Japan making moves. Shout out to Radu for getting us here, for getting us to 15. What a guy. And I also want to do a little special shout out before the show starts. Like and subscribe. I always forget to say that at the top. Like and subscribe, share with your friends, tell your friends about it. Maybe comment or send me a message to see what movie I want to do that you like. And I want to thank everyone who has listened and shared the pod through our first 14 and 15 episodes. Even if it's just a few of you, it means the world to us. Richie, do you have anything to plug up top?
I just want to plug the plant that's next to you. Been working at the plant so long, it's like touching your arm. It's hilarious.
Yeah, dude. I've been working at this plant so long. I'm a plant. That's 8 Mile, baby. We're gonna. Hey, you know we're doing 8 Mile.
Please.
You know we're doing 8 Mile. That might be number 25. Just saying it up top. Just making that announcement now. But first, a little housekeeping before we begin. Every Thursday and Sunday, you can see me at the Speakeasy in Austin, Texas, at 8 p.m. But every Thursday through Sunday. That's right. Where are we going to be at, Richie?
Crazy Concha.
I wish we had some salsa music. My salsa. That's the only comedy show on Rainy Street you're going to find. Yeah, we have people hitting us up, trying to take over. We have comics trying to step in. Listen, that's what happens when you got the cool thing on the block, all right? When you got the next big thing happening. That's what happens. But we're prepared for it. We're ready. Also, June 20th, tomorrow, you can catch me at the Garden at the Lit Lounge. June 22nd, this Sunday, Velveeta Room. June 5th, I'm trying to get a spot at the Jukebox Comedy Club. I'll be back home shooting a TV show with my boy JD Spets. And then June 14th, I'm at East Austin Comedy Club. Richie, where can they find you anywhere? Are you going to be anywhere throwing fucking down anywhere?
I'll be at Crazy Concha's in a couple weeks. Not sure what
6/28 is the next
6/28. I'll see y'all there.
Yeah. And then I don't know. I'm gonna be gone 7/5. I don't know. You guys can have that date too, but I doubt.
Where are you gonna be?
I'm going back home. I remember I got to shoot that TV show.
Oh yes.
Come on, dude. We're actors. We still gotta. Are we ever gonna find out if we got that part for?
I don't think we did.
We didn't get it. We didn't get it.
I don't think he would have hit us up by now. I know he hit up Radu and said, "Hey, I think I got the part for you." But
oh damn!
Didn't hit us up.
That's true, dude. I really wanted that. I could have auditioned. I just went to audition for another spot instead of a grizzled detective. I should have went for one of the younger guys.
Shouldn't have been the lawyer.
Yeah, dude. Before we get started, I'm going to do a current event joke, of course. It's Pride Month. I'm an ally. Are you an ally?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Especially during Pride Month, just like every corporation in America, you know what I mean? There are some no-nos, though, as an ally. Like, apparently, when your two lesbian friends make their relationship Facebook official, you're not supposed to comment, hot.
Kiss.
Kiss. Also, my sleep schedule has been fucked up. I can't stop oversleeping in the mornings, so I decided I'd date the hot Latina at work. I'll never sleep peacefully again. And if she gets too crazy, call ice on her. All right, cool. Pew, 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 pew. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about 2002's Catch Me If You Can. Have you seen any movies in theaters before we begin recently?
No.
No, me either. I'm still on that same shitty. I might go see 28 Years Later tonight. You ever seen those movies?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Shot in 480p.
Come on, dude.
Yeah.
So fire. I might go check that out. We were thinking about pre-recording, but we're not going to. So next week I'll probably have seen 28 Years Later. But we're talking about 2002's Catch Me If You Can. Back-to-back Steven Spielberg films for this podcast. What a special time. The summary of the movie. Frank Abagnale Jr., Leonardo DiCaprio, worked as a doctor, a lawyer, and as a co-pilot for a major airline, all before his 18th birthday. A master of deception, he was also a brilliant forger. Oh my God, hard R. On fucking Juneteenth? That's fucked up. Whose skill gave while he was a brilliant forger, his skill gave him his first real claim to fame. At the age of 17, Frank Abagnale Jr. became the most successful bank robber in the history of the U.S. FBI agent Carl Hanratty, played by Tom Hanks, makes his prime mission to capture Frank and bring him to justice. But Frank is always one step ahead of him.
Wah, wah.
Come on, what do you?
He's out here.
You've seen this movie, right?
Love this movie.
Love this movie.
Love this movie.
Love this fucking movie.
I saw it in theaters when it came out. Yeah, with my dad. I remember him being like, "You have to see this movie."
Damn.
And I was like, "I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah.
Can we forge checks like that with the toy airplane?"
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about the forging of checks and all that later. Where I first watched this is the first movie that I can't pinpoint where I was when I first saw this. I didn't see it in theaters, so I'm jealous of you for that. I just remember this was like one of the first cool, like good movies that they actually showed us in school.
Oh, damn.
So that's
important. Watch it in school.
Yeah, it was either junior high or like freshman year. Yeah, but one of the times we watched it, and obviously a Leo movie in school. Come on,
Crazy with no sex scene. What?
there is a sex scene, isn't there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro, this cast is just fucking hot. I'm gonna get to that later, but we also were shown Romeo and Juliet. You like that one, the Leo one?
Y'all watched that?
Yeah.
Y'all watched Basketball Diaries too?
No, I wish.
We watched Saving Private Ryan in school, and that was our teacher was like, "Do not tell anybody we're letting you watch this."
For real?
Hell yeah.
That beginning, and we'll probably do that at some point. Speaking of Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg, the impact of Catch Me If You Can. This was Leonardo DiCaprio and Steven Spielberg's first and only collaboration. That also goes for Leonardo and Tom Hanks. And this was the kind of the first. This and Gangs of New York were the first step away from him being labeled as a pretty boy from Titanic, you know, and really put Leo in the leading man status.
He's always been a leading man to me.
He's always been leading man.
You see Man in the Iron Mask, right?
Come on. That's his first villain role.
You're like, I'm a Leo fan.
Come on. Leo's my fucking favorite actor.
Since I was 25, yeah.
Since I was 20. Shit. Let's see here. Do you know who was originally cast as Carl?
Wasn't it supposed to be Paul Giamatti, the one and only?
It was the one and only James Gandolfini.
So James
fucking, yeah, so fucking Tony Soprano would have been chasing Leo. That would have been
What are you doing, Leo?
What are you doing, Leo? I'm looking with the gabagool.
Frank Gabagool, Frank Abagnale.
Paulie,
You're
you can't be
flexing.
serious. All right. You're flexing. That's good shit. Okay. I feel like I'm flying right along. I got to slow it down.
Yeah.
Are we even at 15?
You don't have a good perception on 15 minutes?
I think I do. I do when I'm on stage.
How far do you think you are from 15 minutes right now, above or over?
I feel like I'm
right
at
there.
12 minutes. 8 minutes? God damn. I feel bad for all the girls I'm with.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes I like to put that timer on. And
we
say, hey.
never get to this point, like in 8 minutes.
You
so
put the timer on sometimes and say, hey, let's see how fast we can get this done.
What would be the point of that? You know what I mean?
So, beep. All right, I'm done.
We could get some vines in, if you know what I'm saying, in 7 seconds.
Hey.
Were you a big Vine guy?
I wish I had a big vine. I'm a little Vine guy. Oh, like the Vine.
Like the app.
Yeah, of course.
You did have Vine?
I did have Vine. I had one that kind of went viral where I just said, if I go crazy, then will you start calling me crazy man?
For real? Yeah. Wonder if I saw you. Like, I wonder.
I had an Eminem one too.
What did it say?
I said, I'm Slim Shady. You're not Slim Shady. Yeah, I'm Slim Shady, so you better shut up. And everyone was like, that's not the lyrics, bro.
That ain't it. Were you a rapper then? Mm-hmm. I mean, you always have been, right? Yeah.
I was born
Born a rapper.
to rhyme.
Yeah.
My actual partner in rhyme, we no, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, that's a saying?
No, I'm just kidding. My partner in rhyme.
I don't know if that would be gay or not. You know what I mean? It's kind of a cool thing.
Depends on what you rap about.
True. Like Bad Meets Evil, they're partners in rhyme. You know what I mean?
Well, one part's bad, the other
Part is,
evil.
of course. And then they meet together.
Like,
So that is kind of gay. You've been working at this plant so long, dog. You're a plant. Anyway, damn, dude, you saw this in theaters with your dad. 2002. What else did you see in 2002? Did you see Gangs in New York?
No, I saw
you see
Exit
Spider-Man?
Wounds.
Exit Wounds with Steven
DMX.
Seagal?
Yeah, DMX. Steven Seagal. My dad's like, hey, we got to go watch this movie. It's
Was it
crazy.
fire?
It was fire. Well, it was shot like very blue. So it's like back in the like Belly. If you ever watched Belly with Nas,
Yeah.
it was like shot. I don't know if it was Hype Williams who shot it, but
2002 and 2003. Thankfully, this film doesn't look like the 2002 and 2003 films. They're all like weird, like you said, blue,
Very
like
blue.
like a new metal look almost. Like everything was trying to be super clean.
Blade or whatever.
Blade, Freddy versus Jason.
Matrix was like more green, but a very similar, same kind of effect.
The first Matrix was like gritty and kind of. You know that. Speaking of Pride Month.
Yeah,
We already
Pride.
talked
Matrix
about this.
Pride.
Matrix Pride. The Matrix, the directors who were brothers are now sisters.
There you
Did
go.
you know that?
Have you seen Gaytrix on Pornhub?
No.
Oh, never mind. He like
That's the thing?
He shoots him with something else, but he still goes back.
And he still goes backwards. I mean, art is art, baby. I'm not gonna ever fuck with someone's art. What were we talking about before that?
Oh, brother, where art thou? And how it's like up there, pretty tight.
So 2002, did you see 8 Mile in theaters?
Yes, I did.
Did you see Spider-Man?
Yes, I did. I saw both of those in theaters. Actually, I had a panic attack during Spider-Man. So Spider-Man was supposed to come out in 2001.
Yes, but what happened in 2001?
I don't know.
You forgot?
Oh.
Yeah.
No, what happened? Oh, yeah. Bush.
WrestleMania 17.
Bush knocked down the towers.
Yeah, Bush knocked him down. Anyway, yeah, and they digitally altered the World Trade Center out of Spider-Man. There was a trailer where like he was flying in between them, right, or some shit, right? Wasn't that?
He shot his web splooge like, and it got on it. So they're like, we don't need web splooge on that.
On that web splooge.
That would like some web splooge. I'm gonna shoot you some web splooge.
Brian Redband has a joke where he talks about masturbating in a hotel room and Spider-Maning the walls with his, like that's his only joke that I remember.
That's gross.
That is gross. It's disgusting. I'm sorry, guys. This is a classier podcast than that. Let me turn it around for you. Rotten Tomatoes score. What do you think they got on Rotten Tomatoes?
Hopefully 100. 8 tomatoes.
96 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Boom.
Damn good. Audience score 89. Rare audience miss. Why is it so low? Because they're stupid? Is that what's going on?
They're too slow for the,
For the heists? They
it's a lot of stuff. Yeah.
There's a lot of sleight of hand. I bet you can appreciate this because you're a magician. You know what I mean? Sleight of hand tricking people.
Yeah. He was low key a magician of the world.
Yeah, it was. Low key or high key. I've been peep that you like me. Let's see here. Some lores or legends. Obviously, the movie Catch Me If You Can is based on the real life story of Frank Abagnale, but it's not entirely accurate. Abagnale himself estimates that. How much do you think, actually, before I say this number, do you think this is fabricated?
Like 65%.
He estimates that 80 to 90% of the movie is true.
Ooh.
With some dramatic liberties taken for storytelling purposes. 80% is kind of high. I think it's been debunked though, and like later that he was lying about more shit. But also, you could just get away with so much more back in the day. You know what I mean?
I mean, I know I would be lying. if I did all
Forging
that.
checks, dude. That's
I forged billions and billions of dollars worth of checks, and there's no proof. We don't know. You still just
Yeah.
scrubbity. Like, what's up?
you still got the money. Especially he was going and cashing them. Like he was just printing. When he gets caught, he's literally just in a factory just printing checks to himself. Right? Isn't that what he's doing?
Yeah. So there's no proof that he ever flew the planes. I remember there's no proof of that. There's no proof that he was ever teaching.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they didn't. I remember he talked because I have like a magic show where he like talks in segments every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's about like hustling and stuff, and he'd come up and be like, "In 1984, I da 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 da." But then I later like not looked it all up, but I was like, "That's interesting." I like got to find out more about that guy.
Yeah.
And it was like some of the things that he said he did. It was just like
A little fabricated.
you couldn't prove or disprove it. So to me,
especially back then, like that's the thing with history too, is like, dude, all the shit we learn in history books and like how much of that is even close to being accurate.
I don't know. Some say he was just a small time crook.
Small town.
Small time crook who just got caught forging papers.
But here's what I can do for you, Richie, is I can give you a breakdown of the accuracy, okay? The core story. The movie accurately depicts Abagnale's exploits as a con artist, impersonating a pilot and forging checks. It captures the general timeline and situations he faced. The dramatic licenses they took, though, certain details were changed to create a more compelling narrative, such as the relationship between Abagnale and FBI agents. The movie also exaggerates or omits certain events in his life.
Which I don't mind that. If I'm watching a movie, I don't mind that.
I mean, yeah, you can't have it fucking... That's why there's a difference between movies and documentaries. You know what I mean? Like, if they did a documentary, I'm sure they have. I'm sure they've done dozens. I might
More
even
like a
have that.
Slackumentary.
Come on. What's up? That boy
Hey,
nice.
we out here.
That boy been working at a plant so long.
He's a plant. I'm a plant.
For God's sakes, look at your boots.
The thing though is, speaking of Pride Month, you know, Paul's
Let's
gay.
talk on it.
Paul's gay.
You're a faggot. I just want to say that we support everything LGBTQ, and that in this next role, I'm sorry that I'm breaking pod structure, but it's a podcast. It's also our podcast, so I don't give a flying fuck. Neither did Frank Abagnale. He didn't give any flying fucks. And 9/11. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I'm in this show with JD. I know we teased that JD was going to be on here, but JD is balls deep in this TV show script that he's been writing. It will be called Lessons. Just a little, teaser. Probably be out next year. The reason I'm saying this is because I don't even remember what the fuck I was trying to correlate that with. What do we say? Pride Month?
You said
Pride
I
don't know. Whatever, dude.
You said you've been thinking about plants so much. You're a plant.
I know. There's a character in there that's LGBTQ friendly. So just be prepared for that, okay? I mean, it's 2025. You don't like art? Anyway. Abagnale's perspective. Frank, the real person, claims that some of his own accounts were over dramatized or exaggerated. Obviously, you got to do that for a movie. And then some ongoing scrutiny. There are ongoing debates and inquiries about the accuracy of Abagnale's story, with some questioning the veracity of certain claims. I know that Hollywood has made a rumor and a number of changes to the story, but I'm honored that Steven Spielberg, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Tom Hanks participated in the making of the movie inspired by my life. It is important to understand that this is just a movie, not a biographical documentary. That was Frank Abagnale's reaction to the film. Let's see here.
I mean, if you think about it, like it's like Space Jam, right? So like,
it's literally like 8 Mile too.
No,
like,
it's not real.
No.
I mean, it is really Michael Jordan. It really is like Eminem's story, whatever. But
Right.
It's, like,
it's
a
semi.
movie.
It's
It's
literally
based-
semi-autobiographical.
based on a true story.
license
Could
to that,
literally be like, hey, you had one arm, and then we wrote a character with one arm, but then we completely changed everything else about him. It's just like based on a true
Based on a true story. I'm glad that you brought this up now because I think in a couple weeks have you ever seen the movie Fargo?
Yeah, with the hat.
What the hat?
Fargo, who's in it? It's
Steve Buscemi,
old.
like 96.
They have a show of it too, right?
Yeah, they have a TV show of it now. Yeah, which I've never watched, and I should start it because I heard it's great.
He has like that weird hat thing.
Maybe.
It's like a hunting hat or something. It's like snowy, something like
Oh yeah, there is a part where there's a
I don't remember
wood
it too
chipper.
much.
You
Yeah.
got to watch it. It's a really fucking good movie. Anyway, they say that movie's based on a true story, and like Texas Chainsaw Massacre was dubbed
Ed
inspired by
Gein.
true events when it was all just Ed Gein. Yeah, and like that's the thing. Hollywood can, like you said, just say that it's based on something when it's something completely different from the actual story that they're telling.
Mm-hmm.
So, have you noticed that like movies don't do that anymore? The based on a true story.
I haven't
Like,
seen it
when's
in a
the
while.
last time you've seen that?
when was
It
the
had
last
to have
time
been
you
the
saw
late
like
2000s.
I remember remember the movie Chocolat,
Chocolat with
Chocolat?
Johnny Depp.
right?
Yeah.
I remember when they made that movie, I was thinking like, damn, they've legitimately ran out of names for movies.
Chocolat for real?
Yeah, I was like, that's where we're at now. Chocolat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Have
And
you
then,
seen that movie?
Like when a long time, I
I
used
heard
to
it's
love
dog
like,
shit.
it's not like Geely. You've seen Geely, right? Ben Affleck and J Lo.
Like one of the worst movies ever
It's like
made.
one of the absolute. He's like, hey, what up? What are you doing there? Da, da, da. It's like
Yeah.
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
But yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
About the based on a true story thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, thank you guys. I needed the validation.
Yeah. You didn't want to expound anymore, just I'm right.
Hey, you're right. What'd you learn about church today, guys? Jesus and God.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Yeah, the whole based on the true story thing is very compelling, and we are going to dive very deeply into that when we do Fargo. So spoiler alert on that. Do you know who was attached to direct this movie before Steven Spielberg got a hold
Was
of
it
it?
George Lucas?
That would be tight. It was David Fincher. Interesting, right?
R.I.P.
He's still alive. You know who David Fincher is?
No, I was thinking David Lynch.
Director of Fight Club, Seven.
Oh, okay.
And he dropped out to direct Panic Room. I fuck with Panic Room.
Jodie Foster?
Yeah, dude. You don't fuck with that movie? When's the last time you watched it?
I know that I've seen that cover so many times.
Right?
Like
It's
sideways.
iconic, dude.
Yeah.
The cover's iconic.
I will say I wanted a Panic Room forever.
Yeah.
After I saw that, I was like,
Those
you
are
could
one of
never
the-
kill me?
Those are one of those things like with paleontology, like movies diving into culture. Like paleontologists going up after Jurassic Park coming out. Panic Rooms, the sale of Panic Rooms went up after the movie Panic Room.
You know the movie Sybil? Have you ever heard of that?
Sybil or Sybil?
Sybil. Sybil.
I don't think so.
It's about it's Sally Fields, and it's about a girl with multiple personality disorders. And after that movie came out, everyone thought they had multiple personality disorders because when I'm talking to you, I could talk like this,
Yeah.
and then I might code switch if I'm talking to someone else, then I code switch if I'm talking to someone else.
Yeah.
And they took that as like, I have multiple personalities. So everyone was like trying to get diagnosed, and it's actually very, very rare to have that disorder.
Yeah.
But that movie made it like so everyone thought.
Really? You got any more of those?
Twister made more tornadoes, guys. Like, ever since Twister, more tornadoes.
More tornadoes popped up. The weather. You don't have any more
weatherman.
though.
Those
Those are fun though. I
love
didn't
those.
hear about that. That's sick.
I
And
love
like
that
the
shit.
Truman Show, obviously, I talked about that when I did that episode. People
Yeah.
thought they were
being watched.
being watched. Let them watch. Yeah, David Fincher was attached to this movie. I want David Fincher and Leo to do a movie. David Fincher is attached to direct the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood sequel with Brad Pitt. Quentin Tarantino wrote it. So that's going to be fucking sick. But they got to bring Leo back.
They have to.
Did you watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Where he fought Jackie Chan. Is that the one?
He fights Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Damn.
Are
Sorry,
you
sorry,
racist or
Radu.
am I?
Sorry, Radu.
Yeah. Sorry, Radu. While you're in Japan, that's fucking insensitive, dog.
Isn't that where he fights Ray, Kai Cenat's friend?
He fights Jet Li in that, right? He's fighting Jet
So
Li.
why did Austin and Richie get fired from SNL?
I mean, we got to get started somewhere. You know what I mean?
They pulled this mild clip.
Sorry, folks. I had to get a drink of water here. But, Richie, is this movie reboot proof?
Low-key, I could see Timothy Chalamet. playing
Timothy Chalamet? Yeah.
Frank Abagnale.
I think so, too. But I think it'd be turned into a Netflix series.
I
You know
can
what I
see
mean?
that.
They would fucking, it'd be 8 to 10 episodes.
What would happen is it would come up with like 8 to 10 episodes, and then they would do like a fact check, like a real kind of documentary series on it.
Yeah.
Was
yeah.
Frank Abagnale really what he was chalked up to
Oh,
be?
yeah. I'm surprised they haven't done that yet. Yeah, dude. How is he?
His name was Frank Abagnale.
He's definitely still alive. I know that as much.
He's alive. He's alive as fuck.
He's alive as fuck. That's my bad, dog. Okay. I'm gonna get to some likes. I think Leo and Hanks together are absolutely magical in this movie. What about you?
It was a match made in heaven for sure.
Matt, yeah. I read, I don't think I have this anywhere. For some reason, I thought I did. Did you know that that the Carl character, Tom Hanks's guy, wasn't actually a real person?
I didn't know that he wasn't
It was
real.
like an amalgamation of FBI agents that had chased Frank over the years. Yeah.
Just they had to have like that one.
They had to have it's the fucking best part of their
antagonist.
relationship is the best part of the movie. You know what I mean? Like they tried to make it the father-son thing with Christopher Walken, but it's obviously Leo and Tom Hanks.
Yeah. Did they kiss? Kiss.
Do they kiss? Oh, that's
Come here,
so
Leo.
fucking good. Do they kiss?
Leo's like, you're not 25.
You're older than 25. Gross. That's amazing. Do they kiss? Oh, that's so fucking good. What's up with you just coming on and stealing the show with the humor?
Hey, do we kiss?
Do we kiss?
Should we kiss?
I think we should probably do that now. I think this is one of the most rewatchable movies of all time.
It's up there with like Braveheart and
Braveheart is not rewatchable. No, I think this is just like a cozy movie. Like, I know I'm fucked up for saying this. I think Panic Room is also cozy. I've just seen it so many times. Like, it's just one of those you throw on. Like, it's almost a time capsule. Yet, I think this looks like it was made. It could be made 10 years ago. You know what I mean? So
it's Steven Spielberg. It's the same thing as the Jurassic Park thing. Like his movies have such the budget. Even Indiana Jones holds up.
Yeah.
I think maybe I have an old brain.
I haven't watched them in a minute, but I'm sure they're still.
I know I hated the new ones because it was like,
Yeah, I've
wait,
never
what
watched
is
the
it?
new ones.
It's an alien.
It's an alien.
Like what? Don't
Yeah.
do that. Take that alien bullshit out of this
And
show.
then the newest one where he's 85. Like, don't.
Like, man, get off that rope.
You know what I wanted while we're talking about Indiana Jones? I know this isn't sensitive, but I wanted a whip when I was a kid.
You wanted a whip?
I wanted a whip. I asked my mom to buy me a whip.
She did?
She didn't.
What?
Safe. That's a
Very
safe move.
safe.
But, I mean, it's fucked up that I said that on Juneteenth, but. I don't
Not
know.
that kind of whip, though.
Right.
You wanted like for more like Egyptian slaves.
Well, like. Exactly. Yeah. That's exactly what I wanted. Yeah, this is one of the most rewatchable movies of all time. Also, this cast is a who's who of like who is coming up. Like all the girls that Leo sleeps with, Amy Adams, Jennifer Gardner, the girl that plays Gray from Grey's Anatomy. I mean, come on, dude. He's just fucking firing fastballs.
He's banging them.
He's what?
He's banging them and hanging them.
Another like. This could go into like and dislikes. I think that Leo and Tom Hanks both could have been nominated.
Yeah, for sure. Were they?
No, I don't think either of them were. Yeah, that's a travesty.
Rigged.
That is rigged.
Rigged.
Big rigged. Do you have any dislikes in the movie?
I don't think so. I think that's like, it's one of those movies that when you think, I love this about movies I like. When you think it's over, there's still another 20 minutes.
Yeah, and some movies there's that, but they suck because they're dragging. This isn't one of them.
No, this is one of those like, damn, okay, it's complete. It's not.
It's not over.
There's
yet.
more.
Yep.
I do wish it was a couple hours longer. If we could make it a couple hours longer.
That's your only dislike?
Yeah.
Okay. I dislike Amy Adams' relationship with her father, Martin Sheen, where she's like sitting on his lap while they're watching. I mean, that's cool if you're a dad, but you know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway, that's not a real relationship. At least I don't think. I don't go to Alabama much, so right.
I mean, as long as is that where it is? Is that where dad sits on mom's lap?
Where kids sit on their dad's laps until they're 25.
I never sat on anyone's lap. I'm jealous when I see a girl sitting on someone's lap. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that does look comfy, right?
Like no one's gonna let me do that.
Maybe get yourself a big girl. She'll let you sit on her lap. I also don't like that this is the only Leonardo DiCaprio and Steven Spielberg collab, or Tom Hanks and Leo collab for that matter. I feel like they could have gotten one or two more in. You know what I mean? Like Leo's done fucking 5 or 6 with Scorsese.
Love Scorsese.
He loves Scorsese. I love Scorsese.
Scorsese loves him too.
He's his muse, if you will.
Okay.
If you can, what?
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
You like that movie?
If I need an anxiety attack real quick, yeah.
Throw that bitch on.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that's not a rewatchable movie, really. It's like one of those that you're like, oh, that was really good, but I don't need to watch that for another couple years. Like, you don't run that shit back. You know what I mean?
The whole time I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
Why is the music doing this? I'm like, fuck, you're trying to give me a heart attack? I'm trying to watch this simple movie with Adam Sandler.
I do like the part, though, where he's like in the closet and looking at her ass and shit. That's
quick, like mild spoiler. At the end when they kill him,
yeah.
man, I'm
mild
fucked.
spoiler.
I'm like, fuck.
Holy fuck. Sorry if you haven't seen Uncut Gems. We probably won't do it, I'm going to be honest.
It's not worth it.
Nah,
Worth it.
it's not worth it.
It's not a classic.
Nah.
Like that.
I mean,
The Netflix classic.
true. Until let me do the 5 fun facts from IMDb for you. We're getting close to the end. Until he saw the results of Leonardo DiCaprio's work, the real Frank Abagnale Jr. didn't think Leonardo DiCaprio was suave enough to play him. What a fucking cocksucker. The real Frank Abagnale Jr. was the French officer that arrests Frank on Christmas Eve in the movie. He played himself. Mm-hmm. But for real, who in their right mind is like, oh, Leonardo DiCaprio, he's not handsome enough to play me.
Yeah, right.
Are you? That just tells me that you're a fucking idiot, Frank. Anyway,
And you're a liar.
He is a liar. We do know that. Some FBI agents did occasionally chase Abagnale, but he didn't have a relationship with any of them. And he certainly didn't call them every Christmas. As Abagnale points out himself with flawless logic, why would I do that? I didn't want the FBI to know where I was, right? So obviously, like I said, the Carl character wasn't real, so none of that actually happened. I thought this was fucking crazy. The production made use of around 157 locations throughout America. That's insane, dude.
That's tight as fuck.
That's tight.
That's tight as shit, man.
If I know anything about the locations, buddy.
That's a lot of locations.
That's a lot of locations if I know that. Listen to this shit. Tom Hanks, JD and I used to talk about runs on his podcast, like movie runs, like Jim Carrey's 1994 will never be replicated. Tom Hanks's 1990s. This was wrapping it up. This was the 7th movie in a row for Tom Hanks to gross over $100 million. Come on. Will Smith had a run like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's just runs in Hollywood that will not be replicated. Everyone's like, oh, Timothy Chalamet is the new guy.
Yeah, then why is he dating a
outta here.
Kardashian? Get
Come
out
on.
of here.
Yeah,
Come
get
on.
out of here with that bullshit.
I'll say like the one thing cool about Tom Hanks besides his
Say it.
Epstein affiliations, like
Yeah, that's
what
the
I really
coolest.
I really think he his voice is one of the coolest. Like,
yeah, he's Woody, dude.
it's Woody. That's
Yeah.
fucking Woody.
That's our
like,
childhood, dog.
Hey, somebody's putting a snake in my water hole.
Run like the wind, bullseye. That was terrible, Tom Hanks, but you know what
So
I
was
mean.
mine. I don't even think I said the
Run
right
like
shit.
the wind, bullseye.
But just a great uncle, dad to have around.
which is why if he's at Epstein Island, you feel good if Tom Hanks is around.
He's
Like-
probably like helping the kids.
like he's probably doing the Woody voice. He's probably like, hey,
there's a snake.
there's a snake in my
somewhere.
boot.
There's
And
a
then
snake somewhere.
Someone gets an Epstein,
Yeah.
little shot in the butt. I don't know. Something fun, dude.
Fuck Epstein.
Oh, he's a piece of shit.
We hate him.
Yeah. Wow. I'm glad we got there.
Grabbing onto the left wing of Jeffrey Epstein.
Bro, I was just about to spit that. With Ben Affleck and Seth Green, say, hey, don't forget me. Put the shadiest bill. According to the real Frank Abagnale Jr., after he ran out of the courtroom, he never saw or spoke to his father again. That's sad, right?
It's good.
However, Spielberg thought it would make a better story to have him communicate with his father, so they left that in. That's another liberty they took. Oh, liberty.
Hey, by the way, we know you don't talk to your dad, but in the movie, we're gonna make you talk to your dad. Like,
Exactly.
man, but I don't talk to my dad.
Yeah, but I don't do that. Like, I don't do that. That's good, dude. Where are we at for time? 35?
23.
Shut the fuck up.
No, yeah, 23.45 seconds.
You're such a liar.
No, you're at 45. You're 35 exactly.
Yeah. I was like, that doesn't even make sense. I looked at my clock. See, I told you I got time. Time is a bastard, isn't it? Time is a thief.
It is a best hound.
Because think about this. I don't want to get too philosophical with you guys. But think about this, dude. At one time, you were just going to a theater with your dad, catching all the fucking movies, even the bad ones. Exit wounds.
Mm-hmm.
This is why we do this podcast, because Hollywood used to be different. You could see movies like Exit Wounds in theaters, which I think it's coming back around. I think people are getting tired of the superhero and the fucking same story being rebooted over and over. So I think original stories are about to be at the forefront. I'm hoping.
I like movies with minimal CGI. If
Yeah.
it does have CGI, I don't want it to be like
Make it practical. That's
Make it
why movies
practical.
look. That's why fucking Jurassic Park looks so great. It's practical, and they use CGI when they need it. And CGI for some reason has gotten worse.
It's because there's so many. Instead of in Jurassic Park where they just had like, okay, this is just a dinosaur going. Now they want every ripple and every hair and everything, and you just can't look at that much detail as a person. And be like, that dog is not moving. Like 300 has that wolf. It's like
I haven't
300
seen that movie in a minute.
300 has all this crazy graphics, and then there's just this wolf that looks like a cartoon wolf, and I'm like,
Yeah, it takes you out of it completely.
stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. That's one thing too, is like Spielberg always, like you said, all of his
Jaws.
movies, Jaws still holds up. All of his movies look the best. E.T., I haven't watched E.T. in a minute. Does that still hold up?
Hell yeah.
I mean, the deportation of aliens is still holding up. Am I
Shit.
right? Come
Hey.
on. What? We out here, boy. No, that's terrible. That's seriously sick, especially coming from you, who's a Mexican, dude.
I know.
Like, dude, what are you doing out here? No, we're having a good time, you guys. Let's see here. Okay. We are nearing the end. I have a couple questions to ask you, okay? Is this movie a cult classic, or no? Is it a movie a cult, a classic, or neither?
I mean, it's a classic to me.
Classic.
I saw it in theaters,
It's a
so
classic.
I felt like everyone with movies I see in theaters. I feel like everyone saw it in theaters. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm jealous because I didn't, but yeah.
But you got into movies way later. You used to like DVDs.
No, I just didn't go to this one. You know what we did go to? We went to Pearl Harbor, which came out a year prior. What else did I go see in 2002?
That wasn't good.
No, I loved it then. But
Yeah,
it's
you loved it
not
then.
now. Yeah.
The theme song with Faith Hill was tight.
I don't even remember that.
Like Ben Affleck. We need Ben Affleck in Hawaii.
Blonde Ben Affleck. Come on, get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I definitely went and saw Spider-Man. That was a big moment. Anyway, yeah, this is a classic. It's hard not to put this movie in Leo's top 5. It's definitely in his top 7.
He just has so many fire.
He has so many fire movies, and like I said, the rewatchable factor is through the roof. Okay, I'm gonna put you on the spot. What is your favorite Leo movie?
Shutter Island.
Shutter Island.
Oh no, Inception.
Inception or Shutter Island? 'Cause
Inception.
those both came out in the same year and like have similar plots where he's like keeps imagining his dead wife.
Yeah, it's
you know what
his
I mean?
brain. It's a
They're
brain
both
movie.
fucking great. I love them both.
I just think Inception. I never had seen a movie like that.
Inception. Did you get it the first rewatch, or did you
No,
get
I
it the
watched
first
it a
time
couple times, but I'm also
before you understood
a
it?
huge Memento fan.
I need to rewatch that too. Yeah.
So like
Christopher
that
Nolan.
style, I was like, I need this.
Mm-hmm.
I need this. Like, he made that one, right? Didn't he make
Christopher Nolan. That was one of his first movies. I think
Inception?
he made Inception and Memento. Yeah. Yep. You got it.
Inception?
Yeah. That's good.
Also, What's Eating Gilbert Grape? Fool plays a great retard.
People thought he was retarded. This is why my friends and I got into this debate when I brought The Departed up, because even my opinion has changed since that. That was like what, fucking 10
was
weeks,
good too, though.
10 or 11 weeks ago. The Departed is up there. Every time I rewatch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, that gets up there because I think that's the best he's ever acted. It's all of his movies accumulated into one. Wolf of Wall Street. Let's see here. This movie.
Titanic's actually pretty fire.
Titanic is so good. Like you're a
Lucky
hater
fire.
if you don't like Titanic. It's one of the best movies ever made.
The CGI in that holds up.
Yeah.
Yep.
you're just hating on it because it's so like overplayed. This movie too, though, was always on TNT. Like Catch Me If You Can was always on TNT and TBS, so that was definite rewatchable. Okay, so Inception is your favorite Leo movie. Okay, I can deal with it. And Django too. We didn't even bring Django up. Oh my god, on Juneteenth. Why would I do that?
My mom's favorite movie.
Is Django?
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm sorry that I brought that up on Juneteenth, you guys. That's fucking my bad, okay? Did you know, actually, real quick, that while we're talking about Inception, Will Smith turned down Inception too? I just found that out. Mm-hmm. He said he didn't get it. He didn't get The Matrix or Inception.
Yeah.
So I saw like a meme that said, "So you dumb?" But yeah, Will Smith has turned down Django, Inception, and The Matrix. He's still one of my favorite actors, but goddamn, that's a fucking stain on his legacy. But we're not talking about that. Anyway, this movie was made in 2002, a year after 9/11. It is very pro-pilot, showing all the luxuries of being a pilot. Is this movie propaganda?
Maybe it could. I mean, it is pro-pilot. I never thought about that.
You know what I mean? I know, right?
Like, I wanted to be a fake pilot after that.
I
watched
think,
this.
yeah.
It's all. Oh, I know another one.
What's
I know
up?
another one. This is even better. The
Okay.
movie. It's a gambling movie where they all go to the casinos.
21
21.
with Kevin Spacey?
Do you know who produced 21? All the casinos.
Shut up.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because everybody in their friend group was like, "We can do it. We can do this. We can go count cards." As soon as me and my friends watched that movie, guess where we were? The fucking WinStar. We went to WinStar.
You went to the casino.
Yeah. And then it turned out the
Propaganda.
casinos made that movie so
didn't
that
know
people
that.
would love it. You know, they shot at the MGM Grand everywhere.
Yep.
So people loved it. They started gambling. Everyone thinks they can cheat.
Boom.
They can't cheat unless those are MIT students that were cheating. You know what I mean?
It's bullshit.
Your dumbass friends who just got high and watched fucking 21, one of the worst movies out there.
Ever. One of the worst.
It ain't Smoking Aces, guys.
Fuck. We'll do Smoking Aces.
Smoking Aces fire.
We'll do Smoking Aces. That's a fucking picture right there. That's a motion picture. That's a movie. Yeah, that's it for Catch Me If You Can, you guys. We appreciate you if you made it this far. Next week, we are doing The Interview. That's right. We're going. I know
Your
you know,
boy's in that one, right?
Kim
Eminem?
Jong- My boy is in that one. Yes, he is. He's at the beginning. We're gonna do our first Eminem movie. Yeah, dude, The Interview, especially not to bring up politics and the climate of the world, but especially with the way the world's going, World War III looming. I feel like The Interview is just the perfect movie to do around this time.
Perfect.
So, yeah, look forward to that, folks. Let's see here, some news. Do we have any news do we have any events popping up? I know we already did plugs, but do you got anything off the top of your dome that you want to get out before we
I don't think so.
wrap this bitch up? No. Rad Do should be back. We are going to have Richie on more episodes. I do thank him for producing this. That boy is nasty. And then, yeah, dude, come see us. Come like and subscribe to our channel. Go watch our fucking Instagram clips. Go like and share those. Listen, we can't get anywhere without like fan interaction and algorithm. Fuck it. That's what the algorithm wants. They want interactions. We can't do anything without interaction. So just literally, if you don't want to comment anything, comment a period. You know what I mean? Just like drop a exclamation point, drop a movie reel, do anything, comment, like, subscribe.
Type the word movie.
Type the word movie in, you guys. This is our 15th episode. We're trying to level up. We got a new podcast studio, and it's only going to go up for here. I want to thank you again, Richie, and I think that's it, everybody. Thank you. Hey.